A short while ago, I moved to a new city with my wife and our 9-year-old son, Dylan. I knew the transition would be tough, but surprisingly, we were all adapting well. My wife found a new job she liked, and Dylan quickly settled into his 3rd grade class. He especially adored his teacher, Mrs. Wagner. Every day he came home excited, telling us all about her fun lessons. Every night, Dylan had some kind of homework. It was always simple, little research tasks or worksheets. Nothing unusual. But one evening, he came home looking upset. When I asked him what his homework was, he said he didn't have any. That had never happened before. He shut himself in his room for the rest of the night. Much later, when I went to check on him, I found him asleep over his workbook. And that's when I saw the assignment he did have: would I miss my parents if I no longer lived with them? I froze. Then I read what he wrote: I would miss my mom and dad very much, but I would probably love someone else as much as them if I had to, like you were saying today, Mrs. Wagner. That last sentence hit me like ice water down my spine. The next morning, I confronted Mrs. Wagner. She laughed it off, saying she had simply been teaching the kids how parents protect them, and how others might also care for them. But something about her answer didn't sit right. Then the class walked in. They entered in 2 perfect lines, silent, stiff, synchronized. Every child stared straight at Mrs. Wagner. Even Dylan's posture changed instantly, his eyes wide, his body tense like the others. A deep, instinctive fear gripped me. After school, Dylan didn't say a word. He sat in the car staring straight ahead. At home, he went directly to his room and shut the door without a glance at us. That night, I told my wife everything. She went to talk to him. A few minutes later, Dylan came out holding his notebook. He asked, "Dad, can you help me with my homework?" I took the workbook from his hands, and read the single line written at the top: research the best way to inject your parents with anesthetic. Before I could even react, I felt a stabbing pain in my neck. I looked down. There was a needle sticking out of it. Dylan was holding the other end, expressionless, blank, staring straight into me. Everything went black. When I woke up, my wife was screaming. Dylan was gone. She had the same needle mark on her neck. We called the police. We called the school. No one in Mrs. Wagner's class showed up that day, not the teacher, not a single child. Every parent reported the same story: their child injected them, and when they woke up, their child had vanished. That was 3 weeks ago. Dylan is still missing. So is Mrs. Wagner. So is every child from that class. No one knows where they went. No one knows why. Were they controlled? Hypnotized? Drugged? Or was it something much, much worse?